Well, Greg Hunter barely got through his introduction here. It's the Technicians and the Hollywood Brunettes hooking it up here. No doubt a little bit of revenge from the Tag Team Battle Royal just here 2 weeks ago, one in which the Technicians won. And right there, taking Andrew Alexander's arm against that ring post and now driving against the guardrails here at ringside. Greg Hunter, just to give the fans a little bit of history, these two teams are no strangers to each other. Prior to that Tag Team Battle Royal, these two teams have a personal history and vendetta against each other.
Right now, in the ring, virtually on his own, although he doesn't know it yet, is Kyle Matthews. Matthews having to fight off both Technicians. His partner, Andrew Alexander, brutally assaulted here, nursing that arm, it seems, on the floor. He hadn't even gotten his robe off. Kyle Matthews is literally in a handicap match at this point. And right now, good grief. Would you look at that?
You know, Greg Hunter, I'm no doctor, but that arm does not look good at all down there. I mean, Andrew Alexander is right down here in front of us. And I mean, even through the robe, you can tell there's already some swelling of the arm. As he tries to get his robe off right there, you can see the pain in the face. And if our camera pans around right there, you can see the arm a little bit swollen through that robe. He may have difficulty getting that, well, he's almost got it off there, but I mean, a little bit harder to pull off because of the swelling of the arm.
And in the ring, the Technicians taking full advantage of the fact that they have Kyle Matthews at a distinct disadvantage. Andrew Alexander, here come referees now out to help him. Kyle Matthews trying to fight his way out of a real bad situation here, folks, and thus far doing so with some success, goes to his corner, and obviously he does not realize exactly how bad off Andrew Alexander is.
Well, Greg Hunter, you know, I mean, a 2-on-1 situation right now. Andrew Alexander doing no favors to his partner out there on the ring floor, but I don't know how many favors he'd be doing to himself by getting in the ring. Maybe he just needs to pack it up and go home right now.
Well, Bobby, with the cover, only a 2 count. Whether you've liked or hated the Hollywood Brunettes around here over time.
I hate them.
Well, I used to at one point, very much so, but they have shown a lot of heart, a lot of determination, and one could never dispute how much guts these young men had after some of the battles we've seen them in here in NWA Anarchy. Belly to back face buster. Cover 2, and only a 2 count, says referee Ken Wallace. Jacob Ashworth and Brent Wiley are still at ringside with Andrew Alexander, who has yet to make his way up onto the apron. And even if he did, as you noted earlier, JJ, I'm not exactly sure he would be of any use to Kyle Matthews.
Well, and you know something else too, Greg Hunter, aside from the physical pain that Andrew Alexander is obviously experiencing right now, the mental pain of having to sit there and watch a guy that you consider your best friend, your partner, the man that, you know, you're trying to go through with, watching him take as much punishment, that's going to weigh on you mentally too, and that can make the pain seem even worse.
Right now, very arrogant cover, only a 2 count. The Technicians very much in control here.
Greg Hunter, that elbow is dislocated, man. That elbow is at least a good half inch from where it should be.
Yeah, looking at it from here, it does not look good. It does not look good at all. And right now, Kyle Matthews at the mercy of the Technicians. 2 young men with a mean streak like you wouldn't believe. And it is certainly showing right here, right now. Has his partner up, using Bob E's weight in that fireman's carry for extra momentum on that knee drop. Cover and a pair of 2 counts, says referee Ken Wallace. We are seeing miles of heart out of Kyle Matthews right here, and all because his partner, Andrew Alexander, on the floor. And this really cannot be helped, folks. That elbow looks to be in horrible shape. And look, I mean, he was slated, as I understand, to compete in the Young Lions Rumble. So that is certainly in question here as well. I would imagine Kyle Matthews' spot in that Rumble coming up later in this hour this week would be in question as well. Cover, only a 2 count. The Technicians could end up taking this man, end up taking Kyle Matthews out of the Rumble with all the punishment he's taken.
And I mean, just, you know, and think about that. Think about what that's going to do to the, you know, to the Technicians and the Hollywood Brunettes. I mean, it's almost one-upmanship. I mean, it was the Technicians that pretty much took the Hollywood Brunettes out of that tag team battle royal 2 weeks ago. And if they can dish out enough punishment here, they can take them out of that Young Lions Cup as well. I mean, just imagine that, taking away 2 chances from them here in the last month.
And right now, Bobby and Tyler Smith continuing the double teaming. Andrew Alexander, I mean, he looks absolutely horrible at ringside, folks. Kyle Matthews absorbing an incredible amount of punishment in the ring. Whips him off. Looking here for the back body drop. He telegraphed. Matthews does not even know that there has been a tag.
Well, Greg Hunter, you know, I don't even know if Kyle Matthews knows he's in this match or not. I mean, he's fighting just on pure instinct, but I mean, like I said, it's been a 2-on-1 since the onset of this match. I mean, Andrew Alexander was taken out before the bell even rung.
And right now, Kyle Matthews on the receiving end of so much punishment here, folks. Snapmare takeover. And now has the armbar applied, pushing on the side of the head too. This will work over the neck. And he can see, I'm sure he can see his partner, Andrew Alexander, from his vantage point at ringside hurt. By now, Kyle Matthews has to know he's by himself in this match.
Well, Greg Hunter, you know, I don't know if it was Kyle Matthews looking out there or if it was Tyler Smith facing him out there, making him look, almost making him look at his partner in agony out there.
And now they have him stretched out. Headbutt to the midsection.
And one thing that I just noticed about the technicians too, every couple of moments or so, they'll look outside the ring and see, you know, how well Andrew Alexander's doing out there in his positioning. Very smart, because in this thing right here, they don't have to cut the ring off in half. The ring is their playground. All they got to do is keep Andrew Alexander outside the ring.
Very true. And right now, taunting Kyle Matthews, letting him know that his partner is nowhere to be seen. But Matthews firing back. Matthews tripped up right there by Bobby. And now, referees at ringside still trying to help Andrew Alexander, and he is shoving any assistance away.
He has no range of motion in that arm whatsoever, Greg Hunter. He can only keep that elbow there at that 90-degree angle. I mean, he can't lift it up or anything.
And now, the abdominal stretch applied right here to Kyle Matthews, continuing to work over the midsection, stretching out those abdominal muscles as the name of this hold implies. Matthews fights free. Hip lock. And right now, Kyle Matthews, if firing on instinct alone, has got to be thinking tag, but he has no one to tag. And now, keeping Too Hot for TV in position, Bobby, knee right across the midsection. Andrew Alexander looking on, and referees are trying to convince him to get out of here, which may be the best thing for his own personal well-being, not the best thing,
Greg Hunter,
by any stretch.
I think Too Hot for TV has been cooled off.
Alexander just blasted past the referees, and he's up on the apron. It looks like a one-armed man or not, he is going to try his absolute best. Look at the man. He's got the tag rope in his teeth, so it's legal. And right now, he tags in. He is the proverbial one-armed man, but right now, he is putting that one arm to very good use. Inverted atomic drop, right hand, down goes Smith. Atomic drop, right hand, and down goes Bobby. Hurt wing and all. I was going to say hurt wing and all. He was fighting off the technicians, and he still is.
Well, you know what, Greg Hunter? The Wizard of Ouch looks like he's actually doing pretty good here for himself. But how long is this going to last? I mean, you got a pretty busted up arm in there. All it's going to take is one good blow.
He has a bust up, and just trying to use the arm. Just trying to use the arm, hurt it. And now, sends him in. Clotheslines that arm across the top rope. And now, good grief! After what they've already done, looking now for the arm bar, and that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this match by way of submission, Bobby and Tyler Smith, the Technicians.
Well, you know why, Greg Hunter? To a nicer guy, it couldn't happen. The Wizard of Ouch! Andrew Alexander tapping out to the Technicians, costing his team the victory.
A lot of heart and a lot of dedication there shown by Andrew Alexander and Kyle Matthews. But some underhanded tactics win the day for the Technicians. Folks, there's more Anarchy, including the Young Lions Mega Rumble, still to come.